And welcome everyone to a hybrid Let's Play addendum. We have a little more to do in Alan Wake 2. It seems a little bit like Alan. We can't quite seem to hit the end. We're almost there though. We are almost at the end of our own personal spiral. But we do have a little bit more to do in the lake house. At the end of our playthrough, we were looking through the credits and we saw that there was an entry for Dylan Faden. And I was like, wait, I didn't see him in the lake house. And so I looked it up and no, sure enough, he's there. So I know sort of how to get to him, but I didn't look up anything further. So we are going to quickly go back through the lake house. I am going to throw every setting on story difficulty, infinite ammo, infinite light, invincibility, everything. And we are just going to sprint back and check out, because I think there's also another couple things we missed. So this will just be a little bit of an edited video with what we missed, but I do have to actually go back through the entirety of the lake house. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that right now. Okay, I must not have gotten this one, and did I just really not see the sticky note? Or did Alan turn them into garbage human beings? Or what? Need another password. Okay, maybe. So I guess this is new. Hello, a gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Thank you, Harry Kingston. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of Project Ramus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All other staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall. Attention all staff, there's a significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. Although I feel like I remember this. Jules just sent a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember we made fun of his stupid project names in Science Factoids? Simpler times. Maybe this just went to other computers. He really did that. Dinah's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy stuff. Paul had mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me here all alone? We can have weekly gossip calls. Promise. Oh, I don't know if I saw this. As you may know, a valued member of our team was recently assigned off of Project Arbitus. Carla Livingston's design and engineering expertise were a key part of the creation of the ATDs. Their contributions to the project cannot be overstated. The project team should rest assured that their reassignment was an error that should be corrected soon. Our project director, Diana Marmont, would like to remind all team members that any directives or assignments from Dr. Jules Marmont have no bearing on Arbitus staff and should be ignored. Thank you for your attention. Signed. Yeah. Oh, wait. I don't think we did this one either. Is this literally just 02121? Guess we never did this one either. Need another password. Okay. Alright, so here's Pi Day again. Sensitivity reminder. Missing Black Rock reassignment. Hello, Carla. I've decided to reassign you from Project Ramnus to Inventory Management. Your title will be changed from Senior Researcher to Acting Inventory Supervisor effective immediately. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt someone with an allergy like yourself will prefer to work alone in the inventory booth than out in the open where any dangerous pies may be waiting to hurt you. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfounded HR complaints. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont, Co-Head of Research. Wow, I'm so glad his wife beat his brains in now. I mean, I already was, but even more so now. All right, so let's see what this room is. This was subject observation. I think we've seen. Yeah, we saw. We did see this. So that's what that was for.
An unfortunate
Oh,
setback.
wow, we got those to open. That's kind of interesting. And then interview room. Huh. Okay. From Dr. Jules Marmont, Project Ramus staff, subject of Project Arbitus. As a head of research at the Lake House, it is important that I am informed of all proceedings of this facility. Since the other Dr. Marmont is failing to provide me with details about her team's progress, I ask that you all seek information from members of her team. Anyone who comes to me with details on Project Arbitus' current progress will be rewarded. Oh yeah, so this is him trying to get people to snitch. Oh man, y'all are woof. I think that's the best way to describe it is just woof.
Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
Okay. Let's see, anything in here? All right, so then there's just the room on the opposite side. Yeah, I was just really afraid to come back to these rooms. Because I was like, well, I don't know if I have the resources to do them.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. He must have gotten Rudolph Lane painting again. His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons.
Alrighty.
A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. It's no secret you and friends been unhappy here for years. You are a big photo shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. But Jules hadn't neglected regular psychological exams, and we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating.
I don't remember reading this page.
This is some goal of my study about the book. Once we set the variables and establish control of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited freedom matter, perhaps.
Okay. I am taking a picture of this page. I think we may have missed this actually. And just going by what I'm seeing right now, I'm gonna try to show that in a minute here. So let's see here. Where's my camera? Let me grab this text right there. All right, interesting. Yeah, because this is about the person who's singing the song. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, then we hit this. And then you become big spooky man. Oh, I don't think we saw this before. Floor by floor, no idea. Annual report, threshold study. Progress in the Lake House's directive to understand and suppress the Cauldron Lake threshold has improved this year. Research in the areas of threshold energy detection and measurement have made great strides, allowing us to work with the investigations department in the construction of an early warning system near the shore of Cauldron Lake. Okay, so we know that. Excuse me. Exploring the relationship between the shadow and sources of light continues to be difficult without active threshold manifestation to test against. Additional means of containment and offensive measures against the shadow have similarly been difficult to develop without an active AWE, though theoretical research continues. Research into threshold suppression techniques is ongoing with no clear determination regarding their viability possibility at this time. The team has been testing counter-frequency projection in the vicinity of Cauldron Lake per mandate V29 head, with all findings being sent to Dr. Darling as requested. About Hedron. In summary, 2017 has been a successful year with further promising breakthroughs predicted for 2018. Signed, the two of them. Interesting. Before Dr. Darling was lost in the lockdown of the oldest house, he tasked the lake house with discovering the nature of the shadow and its ability to convert art into reality. During our diligent research into this phenomenon, it has become clear that Darling was not dreaming big enough, which leads us to the new goal of the lake house and its talented staff, to create a stable connection between the Cauldron Lake threshold and our own dimension. Threshold travel has only ever been possible inside the oldest house and occasionally during altered world events, though this is often an involuntary process. The Shadow's known attraction to art provides the perfect opportunity to create the world's first controlled bridge between dimensions that can be safely traversed in either direction. A laboratory will be built on sublevel 5, where experimentation related to linking with the threshold will be performed. This location will take full advantage of our proximity to Cauldron Lake. In this laboratory, we will simultaneously develop machinery that can connect with the AWE site in the lake and use art as the focal point to create the bridge. Precise methods are yet to be determined, though teams will soon be formed to explore processes involving art as a dimensional anchor, reality manipulation via art, and machine-assisted coupling. Signed, the two doctors. So that was when they first had this super great idea and then realized, oh no, we're idiots. What have we done?
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit from my ideas and my work. And now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work.
There's a thing about door.
Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research.
Yeah, and now the pull the light switch cord is here.
And what is stopping me from going down?
Okay.
And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers.
A light switch cord.
It's the same thing in principle.
Okay. Well, this is why we're here. So let's pull it 3 times as per usual. Back to control.
Quick lesson on light
1.
switch cords.
Yep.
If you find one, pull it 3 times.
That's 1. 2 has made it blue. 3.
The Ocean View Motel is a dimensional intersection.
Yeah, it is.
The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere.
Okay.
But I didn't end up in the lobby this time.
That's
Which
true.
was definitely unusual.
We're not in the lobby. We're just in a hallway. None of the doors are marked, which is interesting. Except that one at the end. At least it looks like. Yeah. All right. Interesting logo. Well, this looks like Control. This looks like the oldest house. That is an amalgamation of Jesse and Trench. There, that's the oldest house.
Panopticon.
The Panopticon.
The Panopticon is at headquarters.
Yep. Sure is, Estevez.
I'm outside in a forest. The sun is shining. Birds are calling. I feel dirt beneath my feet. I breathe. Everything smells like rain. I'm not here. Birds are flying past. Leaves rustle in the wind. In a forest. Not here. Sunlight.
Dylan. Dylan.
I'm Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
I'm
Not bald.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
Everyone I meet here is either a painting or a paracriminal. There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house. Is anyone else alive?
I can't.
It's a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago. What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked. No, no, not again. Not yet. No, 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 no.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay. Okay.
So, when we left Dylan, he was in like a coma sort of situation. So this could be just like a projection of him in still a comatose state. It also doesn't seem like he's completely over the hiss problem.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. I need to know if it...
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
Not really the oldest house. Felt wrong somehow. At least my voice is back to normal.
All right, so this is what the picture said. Online checks for the public reappearance of blank are to be performed weekly. Known web address associated with redacting the past. Known addresses with para-utilitarian AW activity. This house of dreams.blogspot.com/?n=1. I wish I could do like text selection like I can on the Mac. Can I? Is that a way to do that on here? Not exactly. It looks like. Okay, let me pull this over here. All right, so we need this house of dreams. Oh wow, this house of dreams.blogspot.com/ I mean, we'll put it in the thing, ?n=1. Oh, interesting. Wow, there is a lot here. Oh my god. Oh my. Whoa. That's a lot. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's see. First of all, Samantha, only this on Blocker since February 2012, which is kind of interesting. I wonder, was this like a thing maybe to set up like a different Alan Wake sequel? Because if Alan Wake came out in like 2010, I wonder if this would have been like an ARG for an actual Alan Wake signal. Or if this is, if they just figured out a way to like backdate stuff, because they could have. I'm sure they have smart people out there. This is a lot to go through. So I would suggest, if anybody is interested, just go check for yourself. I'm not gonna read all this on here, because my god, we'll read the last entry here from July 2019. Yeah, there's like all these poems and oh my god. Okay. I had another strange dream, very different from the previous ones. This was not a nightmare, quite the contrary. The diver from the photos appeared to me. He looked nothing like the photos, but it was the same man. He was the poet who had written the poems as well. In the dreams, he floated in the air above me in the bedroom as if we were underwater. He was wearing a strange heavy diving suit, almost like a spacesuit, and he was shining with a bright light. He told me things that in the dream made perfect sense, but now not so much. I've made a habit of keeping a notebook and a pen by my nightstand so that I can write down my dreams as soon as I wake up. But even then, I feel that I missed or misunderstood a lot of what he told me, already beginning to forget it while I was writing it down. Also, when I read through my own notes now, some of them make no sense, but afterward, and still now, I feel shaken by the powerful emotion I felt in the dream. I'll try to explain the dream as well as I can. The diver told me that a dark presence had taken over his girlfriend, the woman in the photos. He tried everything he could think of to banish it from her, but everything has failed. In the end, he finally understood what he had to do, finally understood the true nature of the dark place that was hidden under the waves of the lake where they lived. The lake was an opening to dark place that was much bigger than the lake itself, in fact, much bigger than the whole universe we live in. He wrote one last poem, his masterpiece, a secret poem, a hidden poem, a poem that's not among the poems I found in the shoebox. And he took his girlfriend for one last dive. Together they sank down into the depths, far deeper than he had ever dived before. In the dream I was there, diving with them, and from the depths something or some things surged up to meet them, things of darkness, but bright things of light as well. The diver explained that these things, or these presences, were forever fighting a war between the forces of light and darkness. A dark presence had taken over his girlfriend, and a bright presence now came to take over him, and he surrendered his body to it. But at the same time, the essence of who he was kept diving deeper, ever deeper, holding the essence of his girlfriend, their spirits, their souls. The diver, or what was left of him, his true self, spoke the words of a secret poem. The poem described a new world, an island in the sea of darkness, a safe haven, a paradise, a baby universe. The nature of the dark place was such that anything dreamed up there, any dream or work of art, would come true, just as true as anything in our world can be. And the poem came true, and the essence of the diver and the essence of his girlfriend escaped from the darkness and disappeared into this new world to live there happily ever after. While their shapes is now taken over by a bright presence, as his girlfriend's had been taken over by a dark presence, surged up through the opening in the lake to our world to continue their battle there. When I woke up, I felt overwhelmingly happy and privileged of having been shown this. I've never been so moved by a dream and didn't think it could even be possible. Even now, even though I've forgotten many details, the feeling remains, a feeling of hope. I know that something amazing is coming, that something wonderful is going to happen, and at the same time, I know that when it does, it will be something totally different from what I'm expecting, something I could never have imagined. And I know it might take a long time before it does happen, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be here waiting. Interesting. As said, this is not a poem, more like a title page or something. The name of the author has been thoroughly and violently scratched out. Written above the title, Campbell's Monomyth, Departure, Initiation, Return. Oh, man. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, so this is definitely about Tom and his wife. Wait, I was mentally prepared. There was nothing out of the ordinary done there. Nothing out of the ordinary in the town of Ordinary? Here are the photos. Wait. Interesting. So is that the only mention of Ordinary? So this was someone in Ordinary? Which is where Jesse and Dylan are from? Okay. The other one is Siren Society. .io, which I pulled up off camera, and this is what I got. If you found your way here, welcome. How do we reach you? This is apparently some sort of subscribe form. Let me try. Do I maybe need to turn off like ad blocker? Ah, okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. I'm obviously not showing you all, so we're just gonna cut here while I fill this out. A message. Okay. Thanks for sirening up. A message has been sent to confirm your subscription. All right, I just got a text message from Repossessed. Please reply yes to consent to SMS updates. Sure, I guess. You have successfully subscribed. Oh. Interesting. Wait, this is like just Poe music from like the artist Poe, who is in like they did a lot of music for Alan Wake. But that just seems like an odd thing to do. I don't. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this House of Dreams was created for Alan Wake's American Nightmare and is being oh. Oh, interesting. I mean, so we've never played Alan Wake's American Nightmare. We probably should at some point. Okay, so this House of Dreams was created for okay. So this is what the blog was for. This house is in the town of Ordinary, the hometown of Control's protagonist Jesse Faden. Okay. Okay, so that's why. So they're not actually, they didn't backdate them. Those were created at that point. Okay. Yeah, so the other website, Siren Society, prompts you to join a waiting list. If you do so, you'll get an email confirmation about the artist Poe who performs the song This Road from Alan Wake 2 soundtrack. I think they performed quite a few songs from the soundtrack. This could be a future setup for album release for the end of the game or something along those lines. That is now. We are done. We are done with Alan Wake 2. I don't know really what's happening at the Otis house. I'm starting to wonder if maybe something got out of lockdown and actually is affecting New York. If maybe they weaponized Dylan against the remaining hiss and somehow that didn't work because he said like, I'm sorry, I couldn't, do it. So I don't know. Very interesting setup. Potentially for Control 2. I'm always excited. Oh God, I love that game so much. I can't wait for the sequel to come out. But okay, so this officially puts our little bow tie on Alan Wake 2. We found Dylan. We found the last few things. So I hope you enjoyed this addendum to the end of Alan Wake 2. Until next time, take control and take care.